Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we rushed to the Iron Mine, the Sachsen Iron Mine, and observed the situation. Apparently the provincial army is blocking the way because they were involved in some black market deals with iron being sold on the black market, and we don't know to whom the iron was being sold and what was going to be done with it, but overall, George and Angelica and Toa estimated it at about enough iron to create 2018 tanks. So we are definitely interested in what's going on with that iron. Also, there's the miners are in danger, and thus we are going to break into the mine and stop the danger to those miners. We don't know who is going to be in there in the mine, but you already saw a little clip with V and S, so of course we're going to encounter both of them. We're going to need Chairman Irina's help, aka Eliza's mother's help, to get into the mine though, because we don't know how to get in there. But before we take care of that, I got a Red Moon Rose chapter, which is the last Red Moon Rose chapter. I hope. I thought. It looked like there was gonna be one that perfectly fit right down there. Perfectly. Now you tell me there's a bar on the right that scrolls? Oh boy. True ancestor. Rose had been prepared to accept her own death. Gerard's lances of blood had perforated several of her organs, and she no longer had the strength to use thaumaturgy to help heal herself. Considering that her occupation was hunting vampires, she always knew that this might happen. That one day, one of the vampires she tried to kill might instead end her own life. Nonetheless, her task was to try and defeat as many of them as she could before that happened. That was her penance, her way that she would try to atone. But that time had finally come. She had done all that she could, and yet she had been powerless to defeat Gerard. If she just closed her eyes, she would never wake up again. Perhaps that would be the easiest and least painful option. Her consciousness fading, her lips began to droop. But then she saw something in the corner of her field vision. It was Alphonse, desperately struggling against something he could not hope to best. To see him fighting on, he who had battled beside her every step of the way, made her heart ache. She watched his final last-ditch attack fail, and the silver sword she had given him shatter. The upper half of its broken blade flew towards her. It pierced the damp earth by her head. The silvery sheen of the sword fragment blurred in her vision, then came back into focus. It was wet with Alphonse's blood. Thump. The sound of her heart pounding drowned out all the other noises. It was a sensation that she was determined to never feel again, or rather one that she felt but desperately tried to ignore. But she couldn't surrender herself to death just yet. Alphonse had sworn to her that he wouldn't allow himself to die, and he was doing everything possible to keep that promise. It was her turn to show the same kind of courage that he was. She reached out a hand, ignoring the pain running through it, and grasped the broken blade. She bent it close to her upturned face and stretched out her tongue towards the blood dripping down its surface. Then she licked it. The instant blood touched her lips, her vision became awash in a scarlet haze. She knew that she was taking a huge risk, and yet her heart was filled with a new, different resolve. It was a risk worth taking. You can't be. Gerard glared at her, still clutching at his wound with his left hand. She opened her mouth again to speak, her whole body shrouded in a faint crimson radiance. My name is Rosalia, she said. I'm a descendant of the loathsome race of vampires, and a true ancestor. As she introduced herself anew, she gave a polite courtesy. Alphonse watched the exchange from his low vantage point on the ground. It was not the first time he had heard the term true ancestor. He recalled Rose mentioning it once before. She had said they were the legitimate descendants of the vampire race. In one hand, Rose held one of her pistols. In the other, the fractured end of the silver sword she had given Alphonse. By licking the blood that it had been coated in, she had been able to return from the brink of death, just like Gerard had been able to revitalize himself by drinking Elroy's blood before. The connection was clear, and yet unlike Gerard's gruesome action, Rose's blood drinking seemed more like some kind of holy ritual. Perhaps due to his inability to move or do anything other than lie and watch, Alphonse was able to process the situation quite sedately. Rose had been a vampire all along. He found himself somehow unalarmed by that bit of information and didn't question it. Gerard was not so calm. A true ancestor? Impossible. The true ancestors are all... Rose spread her hands in acknowledgement. Indeed, the true ancestors are no more. They chose to allow themselves to perish. They realized the truth, that if human blood was required for the race to continue to exist, then the right thing to do was to allow it to die, and that a life such as that has no meaning. I'm the very last true ancestor in existence. She spoke solemnly, her expression dignified. I cannot forgive your kind. You elder vampires fled because you were unable to suppress your lust for blood, and then you brought shame on the name of vampire by attacking innocent humans, all because of your own inability to resist your obscene desires. Spare me your lecturing, Gerard yelled, and then quickly thrust out the right hand with which Rose had damaged. From it emerged another barrage of blood lances, which shot towards Rose at great speed. But the moment they were about to impale her body, she turned into red mist, generating a blast wave in the air. Instantly, she reappeared behind Gerard, both pistols in her hand, and fired bullet after bullet into his body. The bullets emitting the same effulgent red aura as Rose struck him all over. Gerard was thrown forward by the impacts, which hit him with the force of shotgun shells. He twitched and groaned on the ground in agony. Satisfied that the vampire would be immobile for a time, Rose crouched down beside Alphonse. His eyes were open, watching, but he was unable to move. Rose gently caressed his cheek with her hand. Thank you, Al. Thanks to you, I know what I must do. I have a lot that I have to say to you, but for now, it will have to wait. Alphonse turned his head towards her, and for a brief moment, he saw the figure of the girl he had played with when he was a child. He finally realized the truth. Too exhausted to even open his mouth, he had to content himself with silently encouraging her in his own mind. Almost as if she could sense him doing so, Rose nodded and then stood up again. She looked over at Gerard with the same solemn expression as before. His wounds had begun to close, but the time that it took for them to do so said everything. The power of a true ancestor was enough to be able to contend with him. Gah, foolish girl! What's wrong with drinking blood to survive? Humans take the lives of others so they can continue to exist too. How is what we do any different? Rose shook her head. It's completely different. Vampires have inhuman strength, can manipulate others to do whatever they desire, spawn ghouls as a byproduct of what they do. Everything about our existence goes against the natural laws of the world. We are a violation of the will of the goddess. And that is why we should be confined to the realm of fairy tales. Rose was a vampire who hunted other vampires because of her own strong beliefs and ideals. A vampire who had resolved to deny her own race, to wipe them out, hoping that they would all be forgotten forever. Alphonse desperately tried to stay conscious, his eyes fixed on her. He finally understood the ideal that she strived for, and the true nature of the solitude she carried. A solitude that not even those of her own race could possibly understand. You little... Have it your way then! Grinding his teeth in anger, Gerard held out a hand before him, and from the palm formed a monstrous sword, made up of jet black blood. The black coat that he wore also began to squirm and transform. Giant wings, like those of a bat, emerged from the quivering mass. With a toss of his head, they unfurled, extending to either side of him. They flapped once, twice, and Gerard rose into the air. Suddenly, Luca fell to the ground, unconscious. Gerard had released the charm he had on her to concentrate all of his energy into his next attack. Allow me to bring an end to your bloodline for good and return the name True Ancestors to ancient history, where it belongs, he roared. Rose drew her Templar sword. Her navy coat, still bathed in scarlet light, became bat-like wings as well. She held his gaze as she ascended to his level. Its It's time you gave up the title Elder Vampire. You do nothing but spoil it. Blades drawn, they confronted one another in midair, charged energy crackling throughout the catacombs. Alphonse lay back, unable to do anything but observe. The next moment their shadows crossed at lightning speed. In an instant, they had exchanged places in the air. Both had swung their swords. The blade of Rose's Templar sword, however, was nowhere to be seen. All that could be glimpsed here and there in the flickering torchlight was the glinting of wires stretched to their limit. Gerard was the first to make a sound. Lines ran across his body in the crisscross of faint stripes. As he laughed, the lines spread like cracks, slowly multiplying and widening, almost as if his body hadn't quite realized that it had been cut at all. The countless parts that formed the Templar sword's blade had passed through his body over and over in a single instant. Rose turned, and with a snap of the wrist caused the wires connecting the blade parts to bend. With the metallic clinks of interlocking metal, the parts flew through the air and came together. The Templar sword was once again whole. "Farewell," said Rose. "I'm sure we will meet again one day in hell." As her Templar sword returned to its complete form, the body of the Elder Vampire crumbled to the ground, feet first. Boy, that's not the final chapter. Boy. What? Excuse me, but can I see some ID? Oh, you're the students from Thors Military Academy. My apologies. Why are there so many people in here? Johann, I can hardly believe my ears. Terrorism? Here in Roer? It's a small relief that nobody I know is in the mine right now, but it still sends shivers up my spine. My apologies for the inconvenience, but we have been forced to introduce heightened security measures. I agree that the situation is far from ideal, but please bear with us. Well, well, thank you very much for your purchase. I think I might have spent a little too much this time. Do you have any idea what it's going to be outside, by the way? It's awfully noisy. Why would the terrorists choose to attack the mine over this building? What's their game here? The mine is the property of His Majesty. If they think they're going to get away with this, they're dead wrong. You're Lady Eliza and the other members of Thors Military Academy Class 7, correct? Right this way. Okay. Is it true that the mine was taken over by terrorists? This can't be happening. If their iron deliveries fall behind schedule, then our profits for the quarter... Please, just do what you can to sort it out. Please, Dalton. You can sort it out, right? Oh, wait, I mixed up voices. This was the guy who was sitting in church. Please calm down and return to your office. We still don't know exactly what the situation at the mine is. I will let you know as soon as we receive word. I'm sure the chairman is doing all that she can to resolve this as we speak. Just please stay calm. I'm hearing that the terrorists locked themselves in the mine with their hostages. Have they issued a statement? Produced a list of demands? Damn it, it's impossible to find out anything from here. Sorry about the commotion, everyone, but please try and bear with us. Given the circumstances, we have no choice but to increase security across the entirety of the Rainford group. Alright, what's up with you? Lady Eliza, thank goodness you're alright. I was so worried when I heard you'd left the city. Oh, you're talking about the trouble at the mine, right? Actually, I was hoping to talk with Mother about that. Is she in her office right now? Chairman Irina returned just a short while ago. Would you like me to set up an appointment? Please. Yes, that's right. Lady Eliza has. Understood. She says she can see you right now, though she can't spare more than a few minutes. If you want to head up right now, she's waiting for you in her office. Thank you, this shouldn't take long. Alright, let's head up to floor 23. Right. Why do I get the feeling Sharon is going to be right there to welcome us? You can count on it. Sharon? This is happening. Traveling to 23F will cause the main story to advance. You will no longer be able to walk around Roar and the surrounding area. Be advised that any incomplete quests in Roar will expire if you do so. Oh, that's foreboding.
Welcome back, everyone. I've been waiting for you.
I knew it.
Like the rising of the sun.
I see how it is. You're taking Reinford's side again, huh?
As long as I wear this uniform, I'm simply a humble maid of the Reinford household. You, the chairman, and Master Gwyn are all deeply important to me.
Thanks, I think. Show us in, then.
Of course. Please follow me.
It's not a uniform, it's a maid outfit. Just saying.
Bring them in.
As you wish.
Mother, we need to see you.
You just had to say something. You could have just... She knows.
Excuse us.
Mother? Serious time. Oh, well,
I
this
apologize
again.
for canceling our dinner plans last night. But it's looking unlikely I'll be able to join you tonight either.
No, that's fine. We understand.
It's hardly surprising given the current circumstances.
I'm not sure what's keeping you so busy, considering you haven't even managed to fulfill one of your most basic duties.
My lady.
The miners who work at Saxon are employees of this company. With the Provincial Army barricading the mine and refusing to budge, those miners are at the mercy of the terrorists. I assume you've issued a formal objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Not on behalf of the company, no. It sounds like Director Heidel Ragnar of the first factory has requested something be done as a formality, but nothing more.
That's it? The first factory has been dumping huge amounts of ore onto the black market for years now. Don't even try and tell me you haven't noticed it.
Of course I've noticed. Being unable to bring the first factory in line allowed that to happen, and that's my failure, I admit. But think, if we assume the terrorists aren't acting alone here, what good would it do to issue an objection to Marquis Ragnar?
Well...
There are many possible outcomes to this crisis, and we must be prepared for all of them. For example, we need to consider the possibility that the terrorists may set off an explosive in the mine, and how to respond to that. This is a global company. Measures will need to be put in place to protect stock prices, taking cross-spell into account, too.
She's got a point. Anything that affects the Reinford company is going to indirectly affect a lot of people's lives.
Correct. The Reinford Group is its own entity with its own role to fill. And I have mine as chairman. The Provincial Army and the RMP are acting in accordance with their purpose, and one might even say the same of the terrorists. Action with a purpose, that's what keeps the world in motion. So tell me, what's your purpose?
Just answer, man. You had your friggin' You talked with Angie and George, you made a big plan, now say it.
Well...
If you get what I'm saying, I suggest you leave. I expect the explosion at the military factory is the extent of the damage the terrorists will cause here. I'll give you several additional tasks. I suggest you work on those for the remainder of the day. And considering the situation here, I think it'd be best if you leave Ruhr tomorrow morning. You have my permission as a sitting director on the Academy's board.
But...
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to keep making the same mistakes anymore.
Oh?
All my life, I've turned a blind eye to what was going on right in front of me. I did it when you drove Grandfather out and took his position as chairman. And I did it when Father died and you let work become your life. All along, you've been working to build the company bigger, and all along, I just looked the other way. But in our field studies at Thors, I've seen the imbalances and injustices of the world crop up over and over again. But even with that, I, and all of us, really, have to face that head on. And that's exactly what we've been doing. You asked what our purpose is. After 6 months at the Academy, that's my answer.
Well said.
Agreed.
That's why this time, I don't plan on backing down. You need to hear the truth, and I need to be the one to tell you. As your daughter, as your family, and above all, as someone who's watched the Reinford Company grow ever since I was a little girl. Mother, you're running this company the wrong way.
My lady.
Can I assume you, in your infinite wisdom, are planning to tell me the correct way to run my company?
Naturally. But I still need more experience before I can do that. I promise you, though, that by the time I graduate from the Academy, I'll show you how this company should be run.
Boy, now you're not just aiming for the stars right there. Holy cow.
As someone who just might succeed you as the chairman someday, I should be able to do at least that much.
Oh. It's one thing to make a promise. It's quite another to live up to it. Still, at least you're starting to see the bigger picture.
Mother.
Give it to her, Sharon.
Certainly. Here, my lady.
Card key.
What's this? Some kind of key card?
No, a card key.
Correct. It opens the door to a passage that connects Ruhr City to the Iron Mine.
Is it the random door that happens to be right outside this, company?
Wait!
The one closed door?
There's really a secret passage?
Oh. Oh. A secret passage? No way!
The former chairman built it for use in case of an emergency. You'll find the entrance in the underground part of a maintenance room on the upper level of the city.
Whoa! I would have never seen this coming!
If we use that passage...
We should be able to completely avoid having to deal with the provincial army.
I'm not going to say thanks. Right now, I just believe this is the best way to press forward. And I'm going to tell you why through actions, not words.
Excuse us, Madam Chairman. We've learned a lot during our field studies, and we'll put it all to use to come out on top.
You don't need to worry about us.
The bunny ears and the cat ears make it all the more convincing.
They've grown a lot in the last 6 months. It's been a pleasure to watch them. Surely it wouldn't hurt to acknowledge that Lady Elisa has grown too.
she's still got a ways to go.
And I do too. I almost, like, dropped my teapot off my desk. That was close.
If she wants to take the mantle of the Reinford Company from me, she'll have to show me she's got what it takes. Anyway, it seems all our principal players have assembled. Can I ask you to do one more thing for me?
Certainly.
Eliza's S-Craft Rosetta Arrow has strengthened to become Judgment Arrow. Please have a bigger AoE. After our meeting, we contacted Angelica and George and agreed to meet in front of the maintenance room that hid the entrance to the secret passage to the mine. Good lord, I wish I wouldn't burp so much. Sorry about that. Oh man, this door? I didn't even know! You could have let me run through this place. And not just, you know, giving me a cinematic about it.
Who would have thought there'd be an underground passage going all the way from Ruhr to the mine? Gwen really does think of everything.
This is a giant passage.
Oh, you know Elisa's grandfather?
I've heard you two got along famously back when he was still living in Ruhr.
He taught me all kinds of great stuff. How to pick up girls, the best spots in the entertainment district, you know, the really important things in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that I can't believe it, it's that I can. Too easily.
I can only hope to sit and learn at the feet of the master one day. Still, it's probably thanks to him that Angie didn't go any further off the rails than she did.
Can't deny that.
That's nothing to laugh about.
I wonder if we'll seem as colorful to the first years when we're second years.
So, you think this is gonna work?
He does not look like a person operating a laptop.
Alright, that should do it.
That's not how a person operating a laptop looks. Have you ever seen someone doing that motion on a laptop? Like, you look mentally ill right now. Okay, let's not.
What is this thing?
An orbital wave antenna?
It's currently in development at the Institute of Technology, but I managed to convince them to let me borrow it.
Funny thing, that looks just like those seismic thingies that, like those sensors that pick up seismic waves in the underground that we used to have to, you know, place in trails in the sky. I think even the first chapter there was a quest for that. It's nice. It looked just like that.
It emits directional orbital waves to widen the area where you can transmit and receive signals.
Oh no, that must have been in the second chapter.
That means you'll be able to use your Arcus unit's communication functionality even down here in the mine.
That sounds pretty handy.
You can do that?
Yep. TloH is busy gathering information on what's going on across the Empire right now. And I'll be able to pass that info along to you while overseeing this operation. But if things get too dangerous, I'll give you the order to pull out, so make sure you keep the line open.
Got it.
It'll be nice to have some support.
Well, if George is just a call away, we've got nothing to worry about.
Okay, I think it's about time we got going. And thanks again, everyone, for coming along. I've got my Arcus on me, so I should be able to hold my own in battle.
I knew it.
Always room for one more with us.
Your knowledge of the mind will really be invaluable.
I'm looking forward to seeing you clean up with those Taito skills of yours.
Angelica joined the party. The maximum number of support members has temporarily increased to 3. Angie, laser bullet. Line, small, impede, and delay on it. A kick that releases a shockwave. Zero impact, faint 90% chance, a blast of energy from close range, unbalance plus 50%. Dragon boost, strength and defense plus 50%, nice. Dragon kick, an explosive dragon kick from above. You look good, Angelica. I don't know what's up with the belt around the neck, but yeah, nice. How's your equipment looking? Oh boy. I need to equip you, huh? You can have that, and you can have, I don't know, mechanic goggles, no way. Fairy brooch, no. Sword tail, is that good enough? Gladiator headband seems nice. I don't need you to have bunny ears. Everybody's good, everybody's good. What about your ornaments? Can I fiddle around with those? I can. Speedbreaker, volcanic rain, nothing good. You can have a voice breaker too. You have 20% evasion. And you have 400 arts. You have a lot of strength. And your accuracy 0%. I don't think I'll use her, but Space Elemental Master Quartz decreases damage received relative to how low HP is. Let's look at that. I can't look at it in here. I would have liked to look at that quartz. Hi! I don't think that's gonna do anything. Let's rephrase that. That is not gonna do anything. I actually need to have her in the party. I actually need to... I have like 6 endings for combat to figure out with her, so she's gonna need to be in this. She's gonna need to be in this. Currently with Elliot, that's gonna be rough getting a kill with that. It's better. I can't unequip her Master Quartz, which is troublesome. Hi, you're a thing.
Looks like this is just a one-way path.
Why is there a mole in here?
Well, no chance of us getting lost in here at least. Let's run on through.
Run on through, but what about this mole?
Now's our chance. We can do this.
And that weird beetle.
It's my turn.
Metal beetle, moon mole. Sure, guys. Judgment arrow, line and large. Has mute chance on it. Nice. Flamberge. You just normally attack? That's weak. What if you use magic? What do I know? You're weak against wind. I do not have wind. This could be cool. This might kill them.
Let's go!
My turn!
Right!
I didn't, that was unfortunate. Crafts, we want to detect this metal
enemy
beetle.
Attack patterns. Analysis complete!
Metal beetle, a beetle with a metallic shell that was once frequently dug up when people mistook them for actual ore. It's very weak against what Angelica has in terms of unbalancing, so that's gonna be nice.
Time to shine.
Time to shine.
It's my turn.
It's not gonna kill it.
My turn!
The guy has a lot of defense.
I'm in.
Laser bullet has unbalance plus 10%. Don't kill him. Ah, fuck.
Now! Alright,
Is Is that gonna be enough? She only did 500 damage to it. Ah, nice. Elliot is strong against him.
Keep up the good work.
I'll try.
Alright, 1 out of 6. You know my priorities. It's certainly not items anymore. Tactics. That was the toughest link, I think. You too. Whoop, 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 whoop. Beetle. It's a beetle. Turn around.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
What was that? Double. Gale.
The second form. Gale.
1,700. Yeah, that's good damage.
It's my turn.
I don't need to do that.
Time to shine.
1,600. I'll do this again. It worked last time. Ah.
Right.
Balance down would have helped. Let's try it this way. I don't think she's gonna do 600 damage with one normal attack, but she still has the chance to
I'm in.
unbalance him. She did.
I live life my way. That's all there is to it.
Fair enough, fair enough. How big is this? That's not that big. Mr. Mole. Mr. Mole, turn around.
Now's our chance.
Where
Let's
the
get
mole's at.
Here we go.
What are you weak against in terms of unbalancing? I don't know.
Go.
Eat it.
He.
You're done.
Oh, that's not
I can do this.
how I wanted that to go.
Ha!
Can you guys do that again?
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis complete.
A mole monster that lives in a sealed mine shaft. Its claws are ideal both for digging and cutting prey. Yeah, it's weak against what Rean dishes out.
It's my turn.
Here we go.
Nice.
Go.
Eat it.
Well fought, Angelica.
Right back at you.
Well fought, Angelica. Right back at you. Alright. Next up, Eliza and Angelica. I think they get along pretty well, so... Whoa. Whoa. Link level 3. I think they get along pretty well. And didn't you have Link level 3 as well? Ho ho. Angie's pretty popular. Angie is very popular. Cool stuff. She should team up with Crow. Hi, Chesticles. Do like you. Well, would have been excited about a, you know, chest message, but...
Oh yeah, TloH's been pretty worried about all of you, you know?
Well, glad to know she's looking out for us.
Yeah, though I feel a little bad since we're making more work for her.
I don't think you need to feel bad about that.
Now's our chance. Right.
It's not gonna be good. Okay.
Here we go.
This isn't gonna take out all of them, right?
Second form. Gale. Now's our chance.
Let us not.
My turn.
You are going to get unbalanced.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. I've got it.
Ha!
What's your best AoE? Line 1 self. You could take out those two, or you could do this, or you could do nothing.
Right!
Molten Rain is not gonna do anything here. Let's see it.
Oh no, you don't! Stop right there! Molten Rain!
Ha!
1040.
Here we go!
Could be good. That could work out. In theory, it's possible.
Right!
Bummer.
Fire! Is everyone okay?
That was a bummer. I do want all the things, so yeah.
They won't even know what hit them.
There's so many of them.
I can do this.
My turn.
It's easiest to
Second form.
do
Damn.
the attack on the beetle.
Now's our chance.
I don't know who that's gonna attack, so I'll not.
Go for it!
I mean,
I've got you!
this happened.
I can do this.
Okay, an arrow attack is fine. Poisoned.
Time to shine.
Okay, zero impact has 50% extra imbalance. Don't do
How about
1,600. Nice.
Now!
I've got you!
Behold the power of our love.
Oh, you never change, do you?
Nice. Emblem is at level 4 and does not get any experience. You never change, do you? Okay, party. No, party. Throw in there. Makia's in there. This is gonna be interesting. Don't give me a mini-boss like this. Ah, I see. That's... okay.
We've been walking for ages. How far are we at this point?
Judging by the distance we've traveled, I'd say we're about halfway.
How can you tell that?
Don't question it.
Now that's what I call a chest.
Wait, where? Oh, there. Chrono Burst, hi. Don't need you. On the other hand, I do need you, Mr. Beetle. Mr. Beetle. Who is linked? Crow. Mr. Beetle, turn around. Mr. Fine.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out.
Here we go.
Be that way. Flame impact is not big enough. Can I? There's no way. I can't hit 4. Which is pretty damn cool.
Burn to ash. Ha! Now's our
Good
chance.
lord. Yeah, you can do one of those.
All right.
2?
Take this.
2 guys. Nice miss.
My turn.
Freeze.
Get it?
Okay, I wasn't expecting for that to do
It's
good
my
damage.
turn.
One is at full health. How do you do that?
Go.
What?
Got it.
Ha!
What just happened? Magius? Magius.
Go for it!
Yeah, go for it.
Follow me.
Gotcha.
It didn't even break a sweat.
At least you don't fight like a first year.
That kind of... that sounds like he behaves like a first year, which is a fair assessment of the situation. But, yeah. I'm inclined to believe that that was not a compliment. Okay, Machias, why are you so good against beetles? You just did 3,700 damage. That was Tauros. That right there was Tauros. Hey!
Stay on guard and don't get cocky!
Go! The second form, Gale! Now's our chance!
You can shoot him.
Gotcha! Right! Eat that!
That?
Leave it to me.
God.
Time to shine.
Doom, 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 doom.
How about this? Now!
Is this gonna be? Nah.
Gotcha! Leave it to me.
That was not gonna be enough.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
We are almost there, though, which is nice. 2 more, and after that I can just rush through these again. Fine, fine, fine. On my terms.
Alright, if you want to fight that badly.
Go!
Is Gale... 4 is a very
Second
good
form,
amount.
Gale!
Give me a rush. With a rush I could have done that
Go!
a second ago.
Gotcha!
Good miss.
Leave it to me.
With 20% dodge, that was weak.
Freeze! Get it?
Why do you do virtually no damage?
It's my turn!
These people are not happy. If I do Petrification Shell, people are gonna die. How about these?
Locked and loaded! You won't get away! Go!
I mean, that happens, but...
I'm in.
There's too many people alive.
Here we go!
I should not have attacked that guy. He's frozen. Ugh.
Leave it to me. All yours.
I'll try at least.
Elite, it's on you.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
I hope he doesn't have defense down.
Analysis complete.
He did get attacked by Crow.
Ha!
He has speed down. Ah.
Go! We'll cut our own path.
I will need to backtrack, huh? I will need to backtrack.
I did it!
I did it!
All right.
You guys are so excited about level ups. I don't even know you. Celestial Bomb Extreme.
This path's gotten real twisty all of a sudden.
Mountains.
I wonder if they built it like that to avoid the mine shafts.
If that's true, that must mean we're almost there.
I'll need to backtrack in a second. You're a mighty Mr. Mole.
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
A crit round.
The second form, Gale! Now's our chance!
I'll pick you up.
Bye-bye.
Right!
You don't... With a normal attack, you're gonna kill both of those. That is so nice. Just gotta... Wow.
Ha!
Oh man, that's a mole. I can still do this.
How about this? Now!
That should be enough.
Alright, follow me.
Understood. Eat that.
Nice.
Nice work. Very nice.
Much obliged.
Much obliged. Very nice.
I did it!
Please, hold your applause.
Success.
I did not applaud. Fee. Dream Team. It's time. And of course you need to be linked with her. I wish that would have been a red. Like, that's not the chest I wanted. There's gonna be one more enemy. There's gonna be a mini boss. I would put a mini boss there. I want Angelica out of the main part. I need to see her ass breaker. Do need to see her ass breaker. Are there no enemies? Guys, those guys respawned. There.
They won't even know what hit them.
My turn.
Triple advantage. Bullet cyclone. That's not freely aimable. That is. I don't care about it. You are good.
Here.
Here we go.
That should take him out.
Second form. Gale.
Elliot, finish him off.
I'll back you up. Right.
That happened.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns.
You are done, Beetle.
I've got it.
You're done.
Ha!
You are double D done.
How about this?
Get it? Because it's angelic.
Now!
Yeah.
Alright, follow me.
I said that.
Yeah.
What? No! I used a rush! No!
Okay, it's safe for now.
Oh. Cannon at maximum. 8, that is. Amount healed multiplied by 3. Maximum, recover 30% of maximum HP for 5 turns. And gradual HP regeneration when HP is low. Recover 30% of max HP for 5 turns once per fight. Oi. That is interesting, but not great. Let's switcheroo. Cannon is nice and all, but we are gonna go for Criminal, or are we gonna go for Pandora? What was Pandora? Multiplied and consumed EP multiplied. Yep. I can work with that. Okay, Beetle. Hate you right now.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him.
I hate your guts. Go. Flame impact is probably more useful.
Burn to ash.
My turn.
You don't... I can't use arts with you, but... These guys are real annoying.
Here.
My turn.
If I were to use if I were to use Holy Blue Lullaby, this will finish them all off, right? Who knows?
Time to shine.
You are alive? Ah, asshole.
Time to shine.
What? What just happened? How fast is she? How fast are you?
How about this?
No! That's too much!
Sweet dreams, pussycats.
How fast are you? Speed, 105, 106, 96, 95, 117, 121. Why did that just happen? I would have never expected for Fee and Angelica to be this tough. It's unfortunate that her main, like her unbalancing move, does 1,600, and her normal attack does friggin' 500, and Fee's normal attack does 500 against these damn beetles. Unfortunate.
Second form, Gale.
Okay.
Why doesn't that do what I wanted to do? This is gonna rip these guys apart.
I'm in.
What's a 0 arts round gonna be for you? Okay. Boring.
Too slow.
Oh, ah! I can't use 0 impact fist.
Analyzing enemy attack patterns. Analysis
Let's
complete.
hope this works without 0 impact.
Here we go.
Time to shine.
Laser bullet.
Go. Now.
Please do this.
You're open.
Finish. Yeah.
Oh my, Fee, that was simply wonderful.
Thanks.
Thanks. Okay, that was worth. That was worth that extra half hour this took. This grinding out the 6 things they say. Okay, let's move to the other, to the not intersection. It's not truly an intersection, but to the place where I was, like where it smelled fishy, like mini-boss. There. All right. Before we continue onwards, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, toodles!